me give you the skinny and the breakdown on today's post with wearing tight clothing. There's a couple things that are at play. So if you're somebody who struggles with that upper and middle ab gripping, depending on where your waistband ends, consider that if it's super tight, it's going to be like a rubber band around that part. But at the same time, no matter where it ends, whether it's here or here, either way, if the clothing is so tight that it's causing you to draw in, when we activate our abdominal wall, we'll get a pelvic floor contraction. So we're essentially just holding that pelvic floor contracted all the time. And on the other end, we also restrict the ability for that pelvic floor to be able to move, not only based on that abdominal contraction, but on the fact that we're going to restrict the ability of our diaphragm to descend and expand. So restricted diaphragm descent is going to bring the breath up into our chest. And what we're doing by restricting our diaphragm descent is restricting the ability of the pelvic floor might even have a chance at lengthening and contracting with breath, because your diaphragm and your pelvic floor work together as a team. When you inhale, the diaphragm lowers, pelvic floor lowers and lengthens like a trampoline, and then on exhale, pelvic floor recoils, and so does the diaphragm, and that's one breath. So you want your breathing to work with your pelvic floor, so pelvic floor can respond. So we've got chronic tension that's created. When we create ongoing tension, the pelvic floor doesn't know how to move through that natural rhythm anymore. And the more we restrict our breathing, the more we have the inability to create the rib cage expansion for the diaphragm to move. And then we start to see things that are pressure control issues: belly poop, leakage, prolapse, back pain. So some commentary is like, well, if I don't have something tight on, I feel like I have no control over my core and pelvic floor. And really the answer for you is rehabbing that, reconnecting with your breath. It's not going to get any better the more support that you add. Now, people ask about postpartum belly support. Those are okay. Short-term duration when you are starting to initially feel and have really stretched out abdominal wall and feel very like loosey-goosey everywhere. But it's important to use the right parameters. So use it as needed for gentle support. If it is so tight that you can't breathe, or that you are restricting that diaphragm movement, or that you're sucking in more so than just a gentle support that's still allowing you to expand, you're not helping your pelvic floor heal after deliberately just continuing to put more pressure down on it. So it has to be used the right way. So if you struggle here, the answer isn't to continue to add more support bands and suck in even more. It really is moving backwards in order to move forwards, which is letting go of tension, letting go of pelvic floor tension, and then reintegrating the right way to breathe and layering in strength. And when you contract your pelvic floor with your TA, your natural corset, and you can create strength, then you can start to see some of those aesthetic improvements as well that will still be withstanding without having to suck in and tight. So when you address your pelvic floor tension that this ab gripping can create, instead of a pelvic floor sitting there resisting downward pressure because it doesn't know how to move, it can then actually inhale and exhale to lift instead of just holding pressure in the abdominal wall.